Jae Hyun entered the house in silent tears. Jace dropped his gamepad and groaned. I knew it. Jae Hyun tried to hide his tears, wiping them off secretly. What do you mean? He said, sniffing as he sat beside Jace. It's Seo Joon, isn't it? Jae Hyun didn't reply, trying but failing woefully to hide his swollen eyes. Jace smiled. Stop trying to hide your feelings. I know that you love him. Jae Hyun looked shockingly at Jace, but the latter ignored him and continued. I think everyone knows it, or at least suspects it. Jae Hyun gasped and blushed. You are mistaken. I'm not gay. Jace scoffed. Yeah, right. There was silence, and Jae Hyun knew that there was no hiding it. How long have you known? He whispered. For 2 years now. It was pretty obvious. He had already stopped crying and was looking expectantly at Jace. It doesn't matter anymore. Seo Joon only sees me as a friend. He is now dating someone who he really loves. Are you sure? Jae Hyun scoffed. Of course I'm sure. His girlfriend was a complete witch to me today, and he just sat there and let it happen. Jace smiled at him. There is only one solution to this. Which is? You'll have to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend too. Jae Hyun laughed half-heartedly. And what good will that do? Jace frowned. We are going to get him to be jealous, so he'll have no choice but to acknowledge his feelings for you. Jae Hyun sighed. I'm not interested in any relationship, and Seo Joon has no feelings for me. What do you get to lose besides? He shifted closer to Jae Hyun. I'll be happy to be your boyfriend. The air from his mouth tickled Jae Hyun's neck, making a soft giggle escape. Yeah, stop it. Jace shifted back. All right. Thanks so much, Jace. But I don't think I need you. Jace shrugged. Fine then, if you think so. But if you change your mind, you know I'm right here. I'm not changing my mind. Jae Hyun stood up. You will. Jace grinned and Jae Hyun walked away. Jace smiled to himself. He knew he would accept him. It was only a matter of time. A few weeks later, Seo Joon finished filming the drama series, and his acting was praised by several people. He was very happy with himself and wished for more acting opportunities, but unfortunately, Jae Hyun and Seo Joon hardly talked ever since that day with Lisa. They always felt awkward with each other, especially when they were left alone together. The other members noticed it, but no one said a thing. Seo Joon was still in a relationship with Lisa, and he seemed really happy. Jae Hyun had no need to complain. He was even getting used to that fact until that particular day. It was a Saturday morning. There were no schedules, and it was a free time for Eclipse 7. Jae Hyun woke up that day feeling refreshed. It had been so long since he had a nice rest. He would just have to enjoy this rare moment until they started working again. He came out of his room stretching his arms when suddenly Seo Joon appeared from nowhere, bumping hard into him. Hey! The younger smiled a bit painfully upon seeing he had bumped into him. Sorry. He gave him an apologetic smile and resumed his run to the sitting room. Jae Hyun was curious as to what the rush was all about and why Seo Joon looked so excited, so he followed him. Jace, Do Hyun, Ki-tae, Na-min and Kelly were all sitting lazily in the sitting room. Strangely, Ki-tae had his head on Do Hyun's lap, letting him fumble with his hair. He even looked unbothered by it and just kept pressing his phone. Jae Hyun had a mind to ask them what was going on between them, but that would happen at a later time. Seo Joon rushed to the front door and opened it. There, standing in front of them, was Lisa. Jae Hyun froze on the spot as he watched the two kiss gently. Lisa entered slowly, and as soon as she spotted Jae Hyun, she wrapped her arms around Seo Joon's. Exactly at that moment, he saw Jace smirk at him, and he quickly avoided his gaze. Hey everyone, this is Lisa, my girlfriend, Seo Joon announced, and Lisa bowed her head respectfully. It's so nice to finally meet you. Do Hyun practically pushed Ki-tae from his lap as he went to meet Lisa. Yeah! Ki-tae yelled, wearing a small pout on his lips, but Do Hyun ignored him. Lisa was holding a nylon bag, so he took it from her and looked inside. Wow! Are you planning to cook something for us? Lisa nodded, and Do Hyun hugged her. You are welcome. The others greeted her warmly, even praising her beauty, and Lisa looked like she was on top of the world, being surrounded by all these hot men. Your girlfriend is really beautiful. Jace said loudly. Jae Hyun knew he was doing it on purpose for him to hear and just frowned. Seo Joon wanted Lisa to avoid Jae Hyun and took her by the hand to lead her towards his room, but she purposely went to Jae Hyun and stood in front of him. "We meet again sooner than expected," she said, and Jae Hyun forced a smile. "We sure did." Jae Hyun breathed deeply. "Well, it was good seeing you again," he said and turned to leave. "I'll be staying for a week. I hope it won't be trouble at all." Jae Hyun looked at Seo Joon and he avoided his eyes. That just angered him more. The other members could sense the awkwardness in the air and started mumbling to themselves as they left quietly one by one until the room was empty with just the three of them. "Why would you ask my permission? This isn't my house alone. You can stay for as long as you want." Jae Hyun finally spoke. He eyed Seo Joon before turning his back on them and leaving. Lisa prepared bone soup with rice and kimchi. The food was delicious and everyone commended her except Jae Hyun, who ate quietly. He didn't finish his food and just exited the table without a word, knowing that all eyes were on him, especially Seo Joon. That night, Jae Hyun walked towards the living room and froze immediately. He began to hear soft sounds of kissing and moaning. He went closer and stopped when he saw Seo Joon locking lips with Lisa. The scene looked so intense. Seo Joon's back was faced away from Jae Hyun, so he couldn't see him, but Lisa saw him all right and she wrapped her arms around Seo Joon, pulling him closer to her, while at the same time looking pointedly at Jae Hyun. Jae Hyun couldn't stand it anymore, so he turned and left immediately. The sound of his feet walking away was loud and it distracted Seo Joon, so he stopped kissing Lisa, but he suddenly jumped up when he saw it was Jae Hyun and pursued him, leaving Lisa shocked. "Wait, Jae Hyun!" Seo Joon shouted, but the shorter boy was already out of the house, walking into the dark night. Seo Joon followed, running after him till he caught up with him and held his arm. Jae Hyun shoved his hand away and turned to look at him. "What?" he barked. "I'm sorry," Jae Hyun scoffed. "What are you sorry for? Kissing your girlfriend? I don't think you should be apologizing to me, and more importantly, you shouldn't be here with me right now, Seo Joon," he said coldly. Seo Joon's eyes shone with pain when Jae Hyun said his full name. He suddenly paused for a while, stumbling away from Jae Hyun and looking as though he just regained his senses. He looked at Jae Hyun and sighed. "What's wrong with me?" he muttered to himself, and that hurt Jae Hyun more. "I just want us to be like before," he finally said after an uncomfortable silence. "We are cool," Jae Hyun lied. "Then why did you run away when you saw Lisa and I kissing?" Jae Hyun scoffed. "Did you think I ran away because of you? I was shocked. That's all. And I needed to get some fresh air, but then you started chasing after me like some madman." He blatantly lied again. "Oh, look. Just go back before Lisa gets angry with you." Seo Joon looked at him for a while and ran his hand over his hair, wearing a look of confusion. "You're right. I better go." He looked around. "Better get inside quickly. The night is cold," he said, bit his lip and jogged off. Jae Hyun watched him till he was gone, and for the first time, he felt a small ray of hope. Seo Joon was confused about his feelings. He didn't know what he wanted. Jae Hyun felt the same way too, which means there was only one way to be sure. He picked his phone and dialed Jace's number. Took a while before he answered it. "Hyung, it's 1 a.m. in the morning," the younger groaned. Jae Hyun was silent for a while, thinking deeply before finally speaking. "Jace, sure. Do you want to be my boyfriend?" The boy smiled on the phone. "You have no idea how long I've waited for this moment." "Of course it's a yes." "That's good. Thanks, Jace." Jae Hyun ended the call. He didn't know if he was doing the right thing or not, but he needed to know his stand. If this didn't work out, he would give up forever. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe to the channel for more episodes. Ensure you turn on your notifications for more updates.